These are 9 things you should handle properly in your relationship before it will get out of hand. 9 things you should handle properly before it will get out of hand. So many people have been in a relationship, for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, but later they will keep on, they will start to say, I have been doing this, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. Please learn this. If you are not married yet, learn from this. If you are married, please learn from this. Number one thing you should know how to handle very well is your forgiveness. How you forgive. How you forgive matters. When God forgives us, He will tell us, sin no more. I have forgiven you, but sin no more. We, as a human being, we just forgive. We don't give them boundaries. We don't tell them, don't do that again. That if you do it again, I'm going to take an action. You don't do that. Please learn how to use action word. Yes, you need to forgive. Bible encourages us to forgive. You need to forgive, but please use an action word. God said, sin no more. So when they've offended you and you want to forgive them, please remind them that they should not do it again. It's very, very important. Number 2 is tolerance. Learn how you tolerate things. So many of you every day they will keep on, mishandling you, keep on, abusing you, keep on doing all sorts of things to you. You will say, I'm in a marriage. Marriage is all about tolerance. Relationship is. Let me tell you. Learn how you tolerate things. You should tell them that you are just a human being. You are an emotional human being. That sometimes it's not every time you will tolerate. Remind them that you cannot tolerate them every time. But you are tolerating them because it's a need to tolerate them. But it's not every time. They should not try it again. You cannot tolerate it again. It's very, very important for you to know how you tolerate things from your partner, because so many of you will be in a relationship for 15 years, 17 years. You say, oh, had it been I know, I would have walked out of this relationship. Please remind them immediately. Another one is money mismanagement. When your partner starts to mismanage money, so many men are married to women that don't know how to invest. They don't know how to save. They don't know how to, they don't even know how to give. Because giving are in many types. It's good to give, but when you are giving, use wisdom. Okay, give and use wisdom. Give to people that are necessary for you to give. Give to orphanage. Give to widows. Yes, it's good to give, but give wisely. So many of you are touching money now without knowing that there is tomorrow. There is need for investment. There is need to take an insurance policy for your children. You are just spending money anyhow. Using, some men, they will go to club, spend everything, every penny they got from their business. Please, if you have partner that mismanage money, tell them the need of planning for future, savings, investing. It's very, very important. So if they refuse to learn how to manage money, you need to take an action. It's very, very important. Another one is abuse. When you are in abusive marriage or in abusive relationship, there is need for you to learn how you tolerate an abusive partner. So many of you, yes, when they hit you, you cry, you wipe your tears, you forgive. Let me tell you, that's your partner that is abusing you is because the way you don't take an action. When any man or any woman abuse you in a relationship, please, there is need for you to take an action. There is need to sign it as warning to them that you are not going to take it again. And again, if care is not taken, please report them to human rights. It's very, very important so that human rights will call them to order. I'm not telling you to go to human rights to seek for divorce or to seek for separation. No. Ask them to call your partner in order that so day he hit you, so day she pushed you. So they should call her for in order or call him in order. You will see that there will be respect in that relationship. Your partner will not hit you again. Your partner will not, learn how to, manage an abusive partner. Learn how to treat them. Okay. Another one is threat. In a relationship, some of your partner, they cannot hit you, they cannot beat you up, but they always threaten your life. They always threaten your life. I will do this, I will do that, I will kill you. That word they are telling you, let me tell you, don't just take it as it's just a threat. that threat, one day it will become a reality. If your partner keep on threatening you, please, there is a need to report to police station. There is a need to report to people, to report to your pastor, to report, so that let your partner know that you are reporting him, should in case if anything happens to you. Because in that relationship, maybe you have children, who will take care of these children if anything happens to you? These children will still grow if you are not there. Please, there is a need for you to report any form of threat in your relationship. It's not that you are divorcing, it's not that you are separating, but handle it very well so that that threat will stop. Another one is cheating in a relationship. When your partner cheats on you, so many people, we do just forgive, but we don't tell them not to do it again. Your partner keep on cheating on you. You keep on tolerating him. One day he will bring sicknesses to you, or one day she will bring sicknesses to you. Your woman go out and cheat, okay, and you notice that. Please, there is a need to forgive. Yes, there is a need to forgive a cheating partner, but tell them that, please, your life is important to you. Your health is more important to you. Okay, your spiritual life is very important to you. They should not bring any other demon and deposit it in your body. It's very, very wrong. Because once they cheat, they are making covenant with other altars. Because people don't know that sex is a covenant. You are making covenant in other altars. You are bringing it home. You engage your wife with that, or you engage your husband with that. You go out, you sleep with other men. You infect your partner with that. It's very, very wrong. Tell them, even if you are going to forgive them, because once your partner cheats on you, there is only two options. Neither you separate or you stay. You have to choose one. So if you choose to stay, please tell them that you are staying is not because you don't know where to go, but you are staying because you love them. But they should not try it again. Sound it as warning. Even a woman that was caught in adultery, Jesus asked them, if any of you know that you have not done this before, be the first person to cast a stone. Everybody vanished because people keep on pointing fingers on people that they cheat. Even when they are cheating also. Cheating means cheating on a faithful partner, not partner that is cheating on you. When you cheat, this is a reward. We are just trying to reward, but it's not good to reward a cheating partner with cheating. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Please, warn them that you are faithful to them. They should not go outside and bring sickness to you. That whenever they try that again, number one thing is that you guys are going to run a test before you start meeting again and again, that it might result to separation. Tell them like that so that it will not keep on happening every time. So another one is sex starving in a relationship. What so many women or so many men are facing in a relationship, that so many of them have gone out, to look for other person to satisfy them in the relationship because of sex starving. So many women are starving their husband sexually. So many men are starving their wife sexually. Okay? You keep on tempting them for so long without knowing that this body is not a firewood. This body is not a stick. So, let me tell you, when you have a partner that sex starves you, please tell them that there is other options, but you refuse to take it. That once they sex starve you again, sometimes it might lead to separation. Because I cannot advise you to be in your husband's house, to be messing around. And I will not advise you to separate. But warn them that they should not try it again, that you have right over their body. Both of you are partners. You have right to demand for sex, and your partner, he have right to demand for sex. Okay? It's very, very important you iron things very well. Don't just handle things just like that without taking a proper action, all right? Or without saying the keywords, the words that you're supposed to say. The another one is disrespect in a relationship. When your partner keep on disrespecting you, especially maybe in public places, in front of your children, please, there is a need to call them in order. There is a need to tell them the truth. Once they're disrespecting you, tell them the truth, that you are not happy with the way they talk to you outside. Tell them you are not happy the way they disgrace you outside, the way they disrespect you, the way they don't listen to you, listen to your opinion. But if both of you are going to be partners, he should respect you, she should respect you. She should respect your opinion. He should respect your own opinion too, because both of you are partners. You are in that relationship together. Okay? The last but not the least is communication in a relationship. When you have a partner that cannot communicate with you, please, communication is very, very important. Communication is a must in a relationship. Some people will tell me their husband is not a talking type or their wife is not a talking type. Who tell you? Please, if someone wants to be lonely in a relationship, they should not drag you in their loneliness. They are not a talking type. They make you feel lonely all the time when you are with them. Please tell them that there is a need for communication. If they're not giving you communication, in fact, that relationship will not work, because communication helps a relationship to grow. Communication help you to know your partner more. Communication help you, to know your left and right in that's your partner's life. But when they refuse to communicate with you, maybe your partner is sick. He's not he refused to tell you he's sick. You tell me that the partner is not a talking type, or when she's sick, you don't know that she's sick because she cannot talk. She's not a talking. Anything that happened to them, tell them you will not take responsibility. You will not be responsible for that. They should open up their mouth to tell you their mind, to tell you how they feel. Communication is very, very important. Communicate in every aspect of marriage, every aspect of relationship. Talk about your sex life. Talk about your children. Talk about the future plans. Talk about so many things. It's very, very important. Okay? God bless you. I still remain your sister, the real Esther Gideka, always teaching out of experience. God bless you. Bye.